Like this is a good example of the stippling, the directional stippling. You see what he did there?
Yeah.
That is what I mean by directional. You want to create the shape of it with the stippling. I think his stippling is a little bit harsh on the darker lines because those look more like lines, but I see the little spacing, so I know it's stippling. I would want that to be a little bit lighter. Ooh, RJ, you got a goddamn holiday, you motherfucker. You motherfucker.
I do? Where?
Yeah, you bitch. Look.
That's crazy.
You yelled at me. All right, look. So no, it's not bad. Because this piece, I like how this piece came out, and your line work is really good. So your line work's consistent.
I was using the 5-0 around this time. Oh.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
So the only reason I said it the way I said it, my eye went right to it.
Uh-huh.
So, but the whole piece is clean. Right there. Whole piece is clean. These lines, I would say be a little bit lighter, use a lighter tone. With this, you know what? Because all these flowers are coming in and I know they're popular, I'm essentially going to stencil one, and on the next group call, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run us through it. I'm going to do a good setup. I'm going to have the camera set up, and we're going to run through a fine line flower. All right?
I bet.
So I'm going to teach you guys the shading with the flower. The line work I'll run through brief, and then I'm going to run fucking shading. But with this, see how you have a line here?
Mm-hmm.
You stop that line, and then you shade it down here. There's no connection point. What I want you to do, I want you to take that stippling. Don't do a solid line here. Start stippling out from here. All right? So come up all the way to the top here. And then as you're doing that, start at that base and do it how you did the rest. Just keep stippling out. Create that shade. Create that tone across the board, and then focus on building this one line. When you do it like that, that tone is going to be so much more consistent.
Yeah.
You're not going to see a break too. You get what I'm saying?
Here, Steven, look at this real quick.
Shoot it.
My camera. Oh, let me flip my camera. There we go. Is my camera flipped?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Keep it there. That's good.
I think I need to
That
touch
shit healed solid.
some right here. I think it's not as like yellow.
Yeah. I'll try repacking it because other spots heal that yellow just fine.
Yeah.
Your lines up top right there, clean. There's some spots I'd run over that black line up top one more time. Dude, that's a clean color piece, man.
Yeah, that came out.
See if you can convince him to do a fucking like a full fucking outer sleeve of color.
Oh, that's sure.
Hey, listen, the further up you go, the better. I promise. I promise. Not on no weird shit. RJ is still weird, but you'll be fine.
I was over there dancing and everything. He's like, "You're fucking dancing while you're tattooing me." He's hurting.
Yeah, yo, that's a good sign. That's all I'm saying. The only other things I would critique, RJ, right here. That right there doesn't smooth. That's not very smooth.
Mm-hmm.
So I would, that spot, you know better there. Just pay more attention in that spot because you don't have that anywhere else in the piece.
Gotcha.
You worked bottom to top?
Yeah, no, when I did.
Facts. Oh, this as well, right here.
Hold on.
Little shit like that I would like to see fixed. Other than that, next time try. The only thing I would say, essentially, the way you're shading it, how dark this is, I like that. Instead of doing lines, fade it up the way you're fading everything else while you're doing it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if you came across like this and you're layering, just layer this higher. And after you do that, leave a gap. Wow, that's fucked. Leave a gap. Leave a gap of skin tone right here in between that darker line and the rest of your shading. All right, that's going to do a lot. It's going to do a lot. All right, but because there's so many, I mean, there's not much for me to critique here outside of that right there too. This is a little bit harsh on the shadow compared to the rest. Other than that, I would say go darker in here, in these spots, to show it's the inside of the petal rather than the top, and fade this out a little bit heavier. That's about it. There's not much of this piece that I can say off technicality is bad. It's just those simple fixes. I would say it'll do way better, and then figure out what you're doing with the leaves, because it seems like you didn't run confident with the leaves or how you wanted to shade them, because they're all different. It seems like you tried something different with every leaf. Yeah, I would pick one style that you want to do the leaves and just make them cohesive. All right. Other than that, line works clean. Those 2-3 spots that I showed you, that's it. Everything else just comes down to stippling a little bit different. Other than that, you understand how to stipple. You didn't blow out the stippling, which is possible if you guys didn't know. Yeah, I like how it looks. This right here is a little bit harsh. Other than that, it's a good piece. Just little things I would change, which I already showed you. Then coming in, black work. That's clean. I don't even really need to say anything about that.
The other two are like the reference photos I kind of used. That's like what he wanted, and that's like the sort I used.
I actually really like this piece. I'm not gonna lie to you. It doesn't look chewed up anywhere from what I see. It looks consistent. I don't see many spots that are going to be healed light. And the fact that you essentially created it on your own with 2 different references, I like it a lot. I think that came out dope. Yeah, I don't really have any critiques for this one. This one came out dope. I like it. I like the creativity behind it too.